Yo, what's cracking everyone? Ericship, Triple One here. So recently there was a leak in Forza Horizon 4 after update 16 where some hidden game files were discovered by data miners revealing a total of 137 new cars that could possibly, keyword possibly, be making its way into Forza Horizon 4. Now, I just want to say that in no way, shape or form that any of these cars are confirmed, but remember back in early 2018 where something similar happened where the full car list was leaked before the game was even launched, and that turned out surprisingly to be very accurate. I understand that this leak happened a couple of weeks ago, but unfortunately I was away to not really get a chance to properly look at the entire list until now. Many of the cars are actually returning to the Forza franchise, both from the current gen consoles and even back on the Xbox 360 titles. So if you are aware of the entire list, then great, but if you aren't, well, stay tuned as in today's video, I will be going through 7 new cars that are currently buried inside the game files of Forza Horizon 4. Number 1, the Nissan Pulsar GTi-R. Oh my goodness, I believe this would be its first ever appearance to the Forza franchise, and I also have been paying close attention to the Forza wishlist thread, and not surprisingly, Baby Godzilla has been requested quite a few times, slowly becoming a fan favorite. So for many who probably don't know much about this car, well, it's not your typical mundane Nissan Pulsar. The GTi-R was built as a homologation so it could compete in the Group A WRC, taking on the likes of the Subaru Impreza WRX STI and the Mitsubishi Lancer Evolution. As a small hatchback weighing just over 1200 kilograms, it's powered by Nissan's famous SR20 turbocharged engine, producing around 230 brake horsepower, and couple that with a 4-wheel drive drivetrain which was taken directly from the Skyline GTR, it's not hard to imagine just how potent this car really is. In all honesty, I'm shocked but happy at the same time that this car was found in the game codes, as it shows that Playground Games is also looking to satisfy the players who love cars from the Far East than just constant hypercars. Number 2, the Porsche Gunther Werks 400R. Here's another interesting new car that would be entering the Forza franchise, and it's one of those reborn cars which I absolutely adore. Much like the Eagle Speedster, which gives a modern take on the Jaguar E-Type, the Gunther Werks takes the last air-cooled Porsche 993 and reimagines it for the modern day while paying respectful homage to its heritage. With many of its interior being reimagined with modern materials such as carbon fiber and Alcantara, the main thrill of the 400R comes from the engine. While still retaining the classical flat 6 naturally aspirated setup, it has been deeply modified with every part of the engine properly engineered to bring new life into the 993. With over 400 brake horsepower at its disposal and still weighing extremely light thanks to its original chassis, this would be one unique vehicle to drive. And well, with only 25 units ever made in the real world, yeah, I think the virtual world of Horizon 4 would be a good second home for us to experience. Number 3, the Lego Bugatti Chiron. To say the least, the Lego expansion in terms of the cars that Playground Games brought in for that expansion was very underwhelming, with a total of 3 LEGO Speed Champion vehicles from launch and one more a couple of months down the track as a barn find exclusive which paralleled the actual launch of that LEGO Speed Champion cars in retail stores. There wasn't a lot that was memorable about the expansion pack. Thankfully, we will be getting at least one more LEGO Speed Champions car in the form of the Bugatti Chiron, which is definitely exciting to hear. As we know, for some weird reason, the LEGO cars, even though they have the same power output and weighs exactly the same, are a lot faster than their road-going counterpart. Do I wish this was included in the beginning with the launch of the LEGO expansion pack? Yes, but it's good to know that at least Playground Games, to a certain extent, is still thinking about LEGO, and surely hope that there will be at least a few more to arrive in the near future. Number 4, the Lamborghini Huracan Performante. This is actually no surprise to me at all that the Huracan Performante is in the game codes, because, well, if you have been living under a rock the past few months, Playground Games have been granting all of our wishlist favorites into the game. Cars like the Bugatti Divo, Ferrari 488 Pista, and the McLaren 600 LT, just to name a few, have all been added during the life of Horizon 4, where Playground Games could have easily saved them for their next upcoming title. With the Performante being the absolute top of that wish list, it is only a matter of time before we see this car get released into the game, because you see, in terms of new Lamborghinis, apart from the Urus, which, let's face it, isn't the most exciting Lamborghini out of their lineup, it's been over 2 years since they've brought in an exciting Lamborghini into the Forza Horizon franchise. So of course, with the Performante being a more track-oriented Huracan, it will make sense as its rival, the 488 Pista, was recently added into the game too. Number 5, the McLaren Speedtail. I won't lie, I'm a little skeptical of this car coming into Forza Horizon 4, only because it's almost too good to be true. Or in another case, could be like the Mercedes AMG Project 1, where at one stage it was included in the game files but then was later removed, perhaps because the car wasn't ready to be launched just yet. Honestly, I'm not sure about this one. However, McLaren and Playground Games have a very good working relationship. Forza scored exclusive licenses to the McLaren Senna for a certain period of time, but with the Speedtail being announced not that long ago, I find it very hard to imagine that Playground Games will bring it into the game. My only theory is, and hear me out, with the launch of the new consoles being set to release sometime next year, Forza Horizon 4 will perhaps launch an updated version specifically for the next gen consoles, which will include all of the DLCs, better graphics, maybe a larger online mode, and possibly new cars as well that could include the Speedtail. Who knows, maybe Forza Horizon 4's cover car for the next gen console might very well be this McLaren. Number 6, the Zenvo TSR-S. Perhaps one of the more unique cars on this list, as this particular Zenvo features that massive rear wing that is dynamic like we have never seen before. Now, I understand that Zenvo don't necessarily make that many cars, therefore in the Forza franchise, there's only been one, which is the ST1, and that was added back in Forza Horizon 3. In all honesty, yeah, I do think it is time to bring in another Zenvo, and the TSR-S would be a suitable candidate. Producing nearly 1200 brake horsepower, yeah, this is hypercar category, and despite that massive rear wing causing so much drag and downforce, it's still able to achieve a top speed of 202 miles per hour, which is absolutely insane. But I certainly would love to see this car in Horizon 4, racing in online races, most likely seeing everyone else using the same car just to see how the rear wing will work. But I'm curious about how the handling will be. Will it corner like it's on rails, or is it just all hype? Well, it's all up to Playground Games, really. And number 7, the Hennessey Velociraptor 6x6. Since Playground Games recently perfected the physics and handling of a vehicle with 6 wheels, then it's quite possible that this may be coming into Horizon 4 sometime soon. Because since the Mercedes G63 6x6, there has not been another truck with more than 4 wheels in the game. So why not bring one of the most toughest, rugged and brutal 6x6 soon to be made? With Hennessey being very silent with any new cars in the Forza series, I would certainly be happy for this to be included. It's unique, it suits well with what Forza Horizon 4 has to offer, and could possibly open the door for more Hennesseys to be featured in the Forza game in the future. So there we have it, guys. 7 brand new cars that have either been leaked or buried inside the current game files of Forza Horizon 4. Let me know what you guys think of this current list and also the other ones that were also part of the leaked list. Give us your opinions down in the comment section below. I do read all of them, guys. Anyways, if you guys did enjoy this video, please make sure to smash the thumbs up button. That would really help me out. And also, if you guys would like to see more Forza Horizon 4 content right here on this channel, make sure to click the subscribe button with notifications turned on. And I hope to see you guys in the next video. Peace.